Hello, folks, and welcome back to Dishonored. I'm popping back a moment because I wasn't presently happy with my commentary there. Feel the deep dark secret, and I feel like I didn't really word it right. And as such, if it's not going to be worded right, it shouldn't be worded at all. Simple as, basically.
Am I still aboard Megan's ship? Feels odd.
Why is the mouse dead? Here we go. Okay. And around here. Actually, wait, you've already seen this bit. It's blocked. Now out here.
What is this place? Where am I?
And we just rush over this way.
Something moving closer. Watching.
I have some stuff to say about this guy.
Empress Emily Caldwin. I am a friend of your father's from the bad old days. I never expected us to meet. I watched your mother die at the hands of schemers who wanted your little empire. Then you were rescued by a man in a strange mask. I thought that was the end of the excitement. But someone yanked the rug from under your feet. You've lost your throne and your father. And I promise, Delilah won't just give them back. So, what are you prepared to do about it? Your Imperial Majesty? And are you clever enough to do it without spilling a river of blood? I asked Corvo those questions 15 years ago. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn.
As I was saying in the original one, for some reason, something about him makes me think of Spock in the new movies. Don't know what. It's the face. Maybe a bit of the outfit. Like just maybe it could be the collar for all I know. I honestly don't remember. I can't put my finger on it, and I'm not certainly remembering Spock too well. There's something about him. Maybe it's the ears. I'm also not sure if I'm a fan of the different voice he has. The reverb and whatnot just sounds... It's either the voice or the reverb is different and it doesn't sound right. So it's a little annoying. Also, we will be accepting it. While it's tempting to do the no powers mode, meh.
It burns from the inside. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something.
I do believe there may have been something else.
True. Incredible.
I do believe there's something else, but I have no idea.
This is how I'm going to save my father and reclaim the throne.
Or get a fantastic lawn ornament. Also, just realized he was impaled to an artist's easel. That's the word, right?
Corvo mentioned being here once.
Say hi to Mama, kid.
I know you. Do you remember? It's been so long. And you've been through so much. There's an echo of myself. It's good to know you're there.
Mother, you're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else.
Only the last of my essence. With you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can.
I'm disappointed I couldn't give you the original recording, because I prefer that one. But like I said, I'm not happy. I was trying to make some point, and I just wasn't happy with the phrasing.
There are no stars in the sky here. There is no sky. You shouldn't be here. No one should. In thousands of years, Few have seen this place. 3 were empresses.
Interesting.
There's a strange power in this place.
Also, if you notice on the outsider here, the stone shards swirling around him.
Walk in the sun again. I know it now. The one who took my life walks the world still. But he has withdrawn.
Uh-huh.
Such a short time ago, I was a girl, then a young woman, in love, then an empress. Now I am.
A corpse.
I remember the last day I saw you, out behind the tower.
Put down old Jower.
The lessons from your father coursing through your head, and lessons from your mother as well.
That looks cool.
My heart is made of muscle and sinew, but metal and glass as well, and other things.
And that's it. She doesn't serve recycling, which is
Who
nice.
is Delilah really? How could she?
She
I
should
don't
be dead.
understand.
You should be dead. So who are you? So he has two prosthetic fingers. Alright. And we do get to... Oh, I just remembered the other thing I never showed you. I did this in the other recording, and I have to go through it now here. Okay, you read this yourself. I'll give an explanation though. This allows you to link people. So if you say trank 1, the rest are tranked as well. And you can upgrade it to 4 people in total. You start off at 2 though. This gives you the ability to shadow walk, where you're a moving shadow. It's a timed thing, and with this, you can use rat tunnels. With this, you can knock out 2 people. At default level, you can knock out 1 before returning to physical form. With this, you can knock out 3. This allows you to run. This gives you a doppelganger. That is doppelganger, who you could say use with the linking thing to... like you could link it to the doppelganger, then beat up the doppelganger, and they'll die. You could do it in many ways. Well, you could use some combination. But anyway, this will distract enemies. It'll run away from them. This will, when they are killed, like the enemies will think, they've killed the hostile in the area and to go back to normal. This will stun them. This will allow the doppelganger to fight back. This will give you 2 doppelgangers that work independently and will fight back. They'll even assassinate, and both of these. This will allow you to switch position with the doppelganger. Mesmerize allows you to summon a void spirit that will enthrall hounds or humans. Basically, they will just stand there and drool at it. And you can get up to 4, and this increases duration. This is just dark vision, and it's a pulsing thing apparently. And you really want to get that soon. This allows you to find out their route, visualize their routes and their current destination. I also did look at this, far reach, and there's the 4 upgrades. I actually did read them to you before. Pull object, no, I'm not in this recording. Pull objects, decelerate, and pull enemies. You can read them yourself. And then there's strength, that allows you to break down wooden doors with your sword. There's vitality. There's reflexes that allows you to slow time while sliding if you're aiming a gun or aiming a ranged weapon. This allows you to reflect back projectiles. It allows you to actually allows you to deflect projectiles at enemies. This gives you a bigger chance to parry, and this gives you slows time when you get detected. This reduces fall damage. This increases movement speed, sprint speed. This is bloodlust. This allows you to craft stuff. This allows you to have up the same trait up to 4 times. So you can read that yourself. This allows you to, this reduces corruption on bone charms with 3 or 4 traits. This negates corruption on bone charms with 3 traits, but there's still a chance with 4. And this allows you to craft runes. This is shadow kill. and this one turns enemies killed into blood flies, and which attack nearby other enemies. So there we go.
There's no one quite like Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her, all of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
Meet with Megan Foster and discuss a plan of action before taking the skiff to Karnaca. Oh, you can apparently get notes off enemies. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm liking this outsider. Just, he's a bit different, and I know I like the other version. Still, may grow on me. I'm still wondering, how the fuck did she get back from the other place?
When I was 10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is stranger than I ever imagined. Everything I know has been turned on its head, but I'm dealing with it the best I can. When you look at the great jeweled map at Dunwall Tower, Karnaca is the southernmost port in the Empire. A fat, red ruby. That's how I always thought of it. Up close, the city smells like the ocean and strange spices. Up close, it's a tangled story of blood and ambition. The birthplace of my father. Megan Foster is a stranger, but there's something that makes me want to trust her, despite her guarded disposition. She got me out of Dunwall, and I need answers. Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the Crown Killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back.
Imagine you get very different conversations, probably even different powers if you've played it as Corvo. And I'm really tempted towards that. What, Wayman, by now you must have heard about the coup in Dunwall. Don't worry, I'm safe. I think far away with friends. I'm poor, you don't try anything reckless, and don't go back to Bristol. Save morally. There's nothing you can do against Delilah. I can't say I've a solid plan yet, but you know how well I improvise in desperate situations. Remember the time I kept a straight face during the watch officer's report, all while sitting at my desk without pants? If I survive that, I'll get through all this. For now, I need to stay hidden and act alone. Trust me, we'll see each other again, I promise. Emily. What kind of shit do they get up to? No, I'm just imagining a comedy skit of, just this comedy thing. This, I don't know, rom-com, this just comedy thing of Emily trying to be a good empress, but, sitting by a desk without pants on. She's, I can't think of any good examples that would really work, It just keeps, my mind keeps going back to an urn containing her mother's ashes and trying not to drop it. But, it's just like some comedy shtick going on between, of Emily trying to be empress while being... Yeah. It's really funny in my head, and I actually really want to see it now. Bethesda, get on it. Okay. My father is lost, cut to stone by Delilah. Those words don't seem real. Witchcraft? Something I would have never believed possible. Hasn't Carvo ever showed it to you? Maybe he lost the powers. Then again, didn't she draw... No, he showed her the powers. But then again, that was witchcraft, not what... It looks a lot different, I would have never. Something I would have never have believed possible, but now I have to believe in it, so I can believe that it can be undone. Delilah claims to be my aunt, the rightful heir. True to lies. All I know is that she used magic to take my throne, aided by that weasel Duke Albel. They must have been working on their plan for years, buying disloyalty with promises. Even Ramsay, captain of the city watch, planting in everyone's mind the idea my father and I could be responsible for those monstrous killings, or that one or both of us were the crown killer. I'm not in a trusting mood, but Megan Foster says she knows Anton Sokolov, her old royal physician. She helped me escape the coup. So she's all right. So she's all I have right now. We're sailing for Serkanos. My Dunwall, my home, is no longer safe for me, but it was never really safe. I never really will be. The sooner I get that through my skull, the better. The Void. This wasn't a dream. I've read about the Void and the Outsider. Imagined them. Now I've seen these wonders for myself. Strange, doesn't begin to cover it. The Outsider has terrible eyes, and black on black. He offered me something. I know his gifts come with a price, but how could I refuse? This power might give me the edge I need to defeat Delilah and Duke Albal. I'll worry about paying the cost later. What price will I pay for his other gift? My mother's beloved voice, trapped in the strangest contraption. It's both comforting and chilling to be able to talk to her again. Yet, it's not exactly a person I knew anymore. This thing, the heart, it's there and not there. To focus in a new way to even see it. We've arrived at the southernmost tip of the empire. Strange fragrances all round. Salt, fish, spice. Don't know how to blend in here. I don't know what to eat or where to go, but this is where my father was born. So part of me belongs here too. These are my people. Or they were until my throne was stolen by Delilah. I'm coming for you, Delilah. With my new powers. All I need now is a plan. Well done, you wrote nothing. It's not what you're used to, living in a palace, but this is all the coin I could scrape up. Anton and I operated on a tight budget. And guess what? Now you do too. If it's not beneath you, pick up whatever valuables you find along your way. We'll need ammo and resources to take down the people behind the coup. Hidden all over the city, there are underground black market shops. Look for a sign depicting two hands, which means there's a shop nearby. Follow the signs, they'll guide you. Buying from the black market is against the wall, but it could make the difference against the Duke's military. Sokolov was working on this crossbow as a gift for you. If you need it modified, those shops can help with that as well. Surprising. Cool crossbow. I'll be wrapping up momentarily. Maintenance list. Repair things that got busted in Anton's room when he was taken. It's been weeks now. Now scratch that. Not until I bring him home. As a show of fate that he'll be coming back. Anton's been nicked. No wonder the phrasing of it was strange, you know? Unblock the storage door. Looks like something fell on the other side and I really need to sell the stuff locked up in there to make some coin. Pay the port tax and the look the other way fees to those Grand Guard bastards before they wonder who my passenger is this time. I'll do it when I get the money. Wonder if there's a way in. Just music.
Stacked with names. This is some shit. Back to us. What would we have done in the old days? All sharp metal and shadows, we'd say.
Okay. If we go down, maybe there's a way up. Anton, your idea of improving the head gasket sealing with guano coating is worst you ever had. Make you sleep in the engine room if you don't fix your mess by tomorrow. Megan, if all inventors were as delicate and short-tempered as you are, you and I will be pedaling around in carved-out logs. Megan, I made some mulberry cake. It's my own recipe, improved by Tiffin Spices. Left it in galley. Anton, where are you, you old fool?